I don't know about you guys, but is this thing going to actually break Splatoon 3? I woke up this morning waking up to some new gameplay of one of the new Splatana wipers that is going to be in Splatoon 3. All I'm just gonna say is prepare yourselves because this thing looks insane. This here is the Mint Decavitator, and oh my god, like we don't even need to see the full screen. Like, this is what it is. We just need to look at the gameplay of this weapon. So here we are with some gameplay with the Mint Decavitator, and the first thing that we have to notice is how big the hitbox is for this charge slash. It's not a vertical charge slash like the Splatana stamper or the Splatana wiper, but this charge slash is a horizontal one and it's huge. It's very, very big. Now, it's a little bit smaller, well, a little bit smaller when it comes to the regular swiping, as you saw there, and that is a 3-shot kill. But as you can see, the charge slash just kind of as long as you're like the person's around them, like fairly close up, it's gonna kill. I feel like the projectile of the charge slash is basically like, it will get you to more than half health, and then you can basically finish off people. What is that? What is that, dude? The guy charge slashed him on the side of a wall and the person still died. Like, that's insane. So the question is again, will this thing break Splatoon 3? Because right now what I'm looking at, it looks really strong, and like, not even that, the regular charge slash, the amount of ink output that puts down, just a really thick layer of ink, like if we actually go back to that, these layers of ink that's just going down, I mean, that's a lot, dude, that's a lot. Oh my god, what am I looking at? There's probably some end lag here and there, but like, I feel like this weapon's just going to have so many options of how it's going to play. It's basically like our stamper is, but less I guess less zip caster and all that type of stuff. So, I mean, yeah, this thing is insane. I'm waking up to this and it's just like, bruh, are you kidding me with this hitbox? Now, to talk about the kit, we haven't even got to the kit yet. I mean, we've seen the main weapon, but both the kits, there's two of them, they're actually releasing both of them. Both the kits are actually really good. So the one we're looking at right now which is just the regular Mint Decavitator. This has suction bomb and a big bubbler. You probably already noticed the big bubbler, but you're gonna see the suction bomb at some point. I mean, that's the suction bomb right there, but you'll see it eventually being thrown. But oh my god, I can't get over this. Look, okay, there's the suction bomb being thrown out, but I can't get over this huge hitbox. Like, I don't know. This thing's gonna be insanely fun when it releases, and yeah, I don't know about this one, guys. This might be the new big dog in town. I'm just going to say. Like I was saying before, there is also two versions of this weapon coming out upon release. This is the alternate version, and this version has splash wall and an inkjet, which is such a nice combination. This is probably going to be the way more aggressive type. The first variant with suction bomb and big bubbler, you could say supportive, but the weapon itself looks so fight heavy. I'm not gonna lie, it looks so fight heavy. It seems like it's gonna be one of those weapons that's very easy to fight, especially with that very large charge slash to work with. It's gonna be something that you have to really look out for. Like, obviously we have to try this weapon out, but this weapon having a splash wall, I think that's really, really strong. Because looking at the gameplay, that charge slash in general looks very easy to hit. It doesn't look like something that's super hard. Like, the range, you have like a decent amount of range to work with too. So combination with something that's really accurate and a splash wall really combos well with some sort of, or any sort of weapon. If you saw the Cherry H3 in Splatoon 1, where that weapon was amazing with splash wall, and of course really, really accurate as well. You look at this thing where it's super accurate, you don't have to aim so super well, and you have a splash wall to protect yourself. It's just like, what? And on top of that, you have inkjet, which is just a really nice threshold to always have. So yeah, man, we gotta look out for the Mint Decavitator. The Mint Decavitator is going to be something special. At least I hope it's something special. Obviously, we gotta try it out first. It may come out and it completely just like falls flat, which I don't think it's gonna happen, but it might happen. Let's just put the possibility out there. It's not gonna happen, let's just be real. Anyways, let's look at the other weapon. So, this is the other weapon, the Wellstring V5. I didn't actually get to talk about it because obviously I was in Mexico, but I think it's better to talk about now since both the new weapons have been basically revealed and all the kits for these two new weapons have been revealed as well. It's basically a stringer that shoots out 5 projectiles instead of just 3 like the other stringers in the game, like the Reflex and the Tri-Stringer, of course. So the Wellstring is another new weapon that's also coming into Splatoon 3, new Sizzle Season 2024, however you guys want to call it. As you can see, the 5 projectiles come out from this weapon, and it's going to basically give out a whole bunch of repression, which is really, really good. The range on this weapon is also something to like really look at. I think people really need to play with the explosion projectiles with this weapon as much as possible. But the thing is, at the same time, even just looking at the gameplay too, it's probably not gonna matter so much of making sure that you're completely accurate. As long as you're firing projectiles, getting good chip damage off people, you're probably gonna do really, really well with this weapon too. Like, I can imagine this thing being pretty decent at close range as well, because you're just firing like a bunch of projectiles almost all the time. Not too sure how the damage numbers are, but from looking at the gameplay, it looks fairly strong. Like, it looks like any other stringer, but just I don't know what it is about it. It looks like it does more damage, but I don't know if it's just because there's more projectiles coming out and hitting the targets and all that type of stuff. But it's hard to say. Until I actually get to try it out for myself, then I'll be able to know. But it looks pretty good. Now, just to mention as well, there's 2 versions of this weapon coming out. There's one that has an auto bomb and a ultra stamp, which you just saw the ultra stamp go through. This is the one with the auto bomb and ultra stamp. And the other version of this weapon is it's right here, the custom Wellstring V5. This one has point sensor and wave breaker. Very interesting combination. I don't think many people are going to really enjoy it, but the value that I can see from this type of weapon is that it's going to be really, really annoying in terms of it just marking absolutely everyone. So I think if we look at it like that, then this weapon has some sort of value. The main weapon itself looks really, really fun, and just being able to locate everybody on the map like almost at all times is also just a really nice thing that's going to be really, I think will work really well with this weapon, or a weapon like this, of course. But the only thing about it, which I'm a little bit like, maybe point sensor might not be the thing that it needs. With a tri-stringer, I don't know how point sensor is going to work. Will you have the tendency, or will you want to be throwing point sensors as much as possible when you're using a weapon like this? Because I think about me using the Splash Shot Nova, and I think, all right, it's really easy just to like throw a bunch of point sensors when using a weapon like that because of how quick the frame data can be. But when you look at like the Explosive that also has a point sensor, I tend to not use point sensor as much because of how much slower the weapon is. So I'm wondering if that's going to be the case with this weapon as well. Like, will this weapon be slow enough or fast enough to be able to utilize the point sensors and all that type of jazz? So like the wave breaker is one thing, because when you get special, you can just throw it out whenever you need. But it's just a matter of like how much or how frequent can you be able to throw those point sensors when you're using this weapon and trying to incorporate it into this weapon's gameplay and all that type of stuff. So that's all I gotta say. I mean, these 2 new weapons, especially the Mint Decavitator, as we saw from the gameplay as well, is insane. I'm super, super looking forward to the new Sizzle Season 2024. What do you guys think in the comment section below? Oh, that's the wrong scene. What do you guys think in the comment section below of both these new weapons? Are you going to main the Mint Decavitator? Are you going to main the Wellstring? Are you going to main nothing like me? Depends on how you feel. I think this season's looking good. Like, these 2 new weapons, they look really, really fun. Like, really, really fun. So, yeah, man. Until due time, there's probably going to be more weapon updates and more stuff that I guess the devs are going to talk about on Twitter. I'll keep you guys updated when they come out. And yeah, guys, I appreciate you watching this video. You probably see the tan. Yes, I'm back from Mexico. And yeah, that's all I got to say. Thank you very much for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I shall see you guys in a future video.